pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in, say hello to Jimbo, check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in, it's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery, Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Francis Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables, built for your needs. CBI Cables. Plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross-check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre, for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in, say hello to Jimbo, check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in, it's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery, Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Francis Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables, built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross-check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre, for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been.
Hello, Yeti Nation. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, and hello, Paul Noecker.
Hello, Greg Beecher. How you doing, brother? What up, Yeti Nation? It's and happy Indigenous Day as well to everybody out there. That we're here. We're ready to do some more box lacrosse talk.
Talk some
No
stuff about the
question.
Creators game, and I just kind of figure it's an
Creators game.
appropriate way to start it off. So, yeah, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Coleman is now joining us. So, boom. And there he is. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Aaron Coleman, live on Yeti
Viking.
Talks as soon as he unmutes himself and pulls himself on. He probably didn't know we were going live already. But we had to kind of get going. So Aaron is running the youth. Paul, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you were telling me about? Oh, and there's Aaron right now.
There he
Hey,
is.
we made it.
Hi, Coach.
What's going on, guys?
Good evening to you.
Oh yeah,
Happy Indigenous Day to you, brother.
absolutely.
Spreading the love. Spreading the love. What we was talking about, Greg, as far as now that we got Aaron with us right now, in regards to the Junior Yeti program, Aaron had some ideas, a couple years ago with his son, and expanded on them. And at the end of our season, said, "Hey, let's get this Junior Yeti thing going." And I said, "I'm all in. What can I do to help?" And I haven't had to do much because Aaron's taking the bull by the horn and saying, "You want to know what? We're going to ride this thing until the pony dies." So, as far as I can't say thank you enough to Aaron for doing what he's doing. So, Aaron, I'm going to let you talk a little bit because I know I'm getting feedback, and I don't know if it's because of me, but I want you to explain what you're doing instead of me trying to say what I say.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. I hope the feedback's not on my end. It could be, but hey. So yeah, we've really grown. We're at a little over 40 now total guys in the Junior Yeti program, the 18 and 15U, and between the two teams, I mean, we've got guys reaching out every week, so we're still growing. There's always a possibility to continue to expand, but right now, we've got Lax Night this week. The guys have really been working real hard. We've been holding a practice once a week for the last 9 weeks now. So, like I said, the roster's kind of evolved a little bit, here and there, but we're going in pretty strong this weekend. So I think we'll put up a good show. We'll definitely be more competitive than we have in the past years. But that's not the end of it. So Lax Night is the end of this, I guess, this segment. But coming up here, 27 October. So this will be the first announcement, I guess. But we'll be holding tryouts for the Border Wars, U.S. Boxing Border Wars. It's being hosted here, the A Division in Utica. It's coming up December 20 and 21. So yeah, we've got tryouts coming up for the grad years 2025, 26. So essentially U18. But we'll get some more out on that here shortly.
And the best way for people to contact you that want to be part of this program is?
Well, right now, so we're actually in the process of some reconstruction on the website. So Instagram, the junior.yeti.lacrosse Instagram is probably the best way to get info at the moment. But we're kind of rebuilding the website, like I said, kind of make it more conducive to both the junior and senior programs, and we'll be encompassing the Lady Yeti as well a little bit more. So, and then after December, going into January, the Firewills have announced that they will also be doing a tournament. So they're bringing back their junior NLL program. And they're kind of kicking it off. It would seem that's their intent to kick off with this tournament too. So we'll also be entering into that. So just those 2 tournaments here, and then there's a couple more down the road. There's one in Michigan in March. So, we're going to keep plugging. Myself and Coach Mike is still digging and still recruiting. And like I said, tryouts are down the road here. So if you didn't play this Lax Night tournament, there's a lot of lacrosse coming up.
Like I said, Greg, he grabbed the bull by the horn, and he's doing. Aaron, again, thank you so much for doing what you're doing to get these kids the opportunity to do what they're doing, because we had an opportunity yesterday to watch the boys play out at the Mary Windsor, and I was telling Greg
Coleman,
a little while
do us a favor
earlier.
and mute your mic when you're not talking, because that's why we're getting feedback, unless you got headphones.
Nope, I didn't have enough time to get them, so here we go.
That's what happens when you're running all those programs like he is. We do appreciate. That's one thing is most people don't understand. Like, this is all volunteer stuff, Aaron. Really appreciate you taking the time. That's why I'm going to go through this as you guys are kind of talking. Paul, fill him in there with. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No. As far as, like I said, yesterday we had an opportunity to give a run to the Junior Yeti with our Mall Walkers senior program, and it was actually a great run for the both sides. I was able to get in there and do some officiating and be on the best seat in the house, and to see the development of where the boys have come from 9 weeks ago to where it is right now. My props to Aaron and Mike and Brandon Davis and Tyler Helt and the guys that have been putting into time to get these guys an opportunity to play at this level. I'm excited to see what the not just the U18 but the U15 boys can do, because there is some players on both sides that have now all of a sudden now start to understand, it's just not running up and down the field, shoot the ball. There's a process to it. The cut through, get the pick. Watching Mike set up some plays yesterday, and it was quick, spontaneous, just something. Let's get it going. And how the kids, 8-9 weeks ago, they would have been going, I don't know what he means. I don't not understand. All of a sudden, he explained it one time through. All of a sudden, it was rolling. The kids are understanding it. They're passionate about playing. That's
well,
for
the
darn
nice
sure.
thing too, though, is when you get the kids playing against the older guys. Like I've heard Gatewas explain it as like it's the medicine style game. You're not playing the medicine game, but it's just that the adults are playing with the kids. It's not that physical contact. You really get a chance to hone in some of those skills, and you're playing with guys who can explain to the kids like what they're doing and the body positioning. Because more than anything is really just that anticipating what's happening. I mean, Aaron, so when did you first start playing box lacrosse?
So when I was a kid, we got into box. After the hockey season in Rome, the ice would go down, and we would see the Onondaga guys come in and play, and so we really didn't know what box was. We just knew that they were playing, on the concrete, and it was just like the coolest thing we'd seen, because we all played field lacrosse as kids, but seeing it inside the hockey rink was like, I don't understand. I'm like, it doesn't make sense because there's grass out here, but they're playing in the hockey rink. So it didn't make sense at the time. And then so over the kind of time, it kind of evolved. And as an adult, I started picking up box again in North Carolina right around 10 years ago, but it was really still kind of a pickup league. We didn't really get too heavy into it. It wasn't until about 5 or 6 years ago that we really got back into organized and coordinated box. So it's been pretty awesome being able to have Paul build this empire around us. And so Paul's given me a lot of taps on the back here, but to be honest, if I didn't have the Yeti name, we wouldn't be able to pull kids in that easily. So there's a whole element of branding in the franchise that makes this more possible than it was. And I'll tell you, I've been meaning to kind of get into some Yeti talk stuff more often. It's difficult. We got to, obviously we're plugging every single day. I was on the phone with Nexus Center not even 45 minutes ago, just trying to coordinate for tryouts. So we're still working stuff out. We've done a little work with the folks in Oneida over at the Mary C. Winder Community Center and stuff.
That place is amazing, isn't it?
It's fantastic, and they were gracious enough to to help us out. when we were, short of space to play. But um, I want to start bringing some of these captains that we've got on the team in the Yeti talks. We'll get the inside from what the youth guys think. So, in
Yeah,
the coming
especially
weeks here.
once the winter fires up and we can talk to these guys a little
Yeah.
bit, show some plays, and kind of go over things. I'm really excited for Lax and I because this Lax and I is really this year going to be the first year I think you're going to really get to see that Tri-City original blood Utica Yeti mix kind of together with your mall walkers all the way down to the youth. The new women's jerseys are looking spot on. I don't know a lot about the women's. Unfortunately I have not gotten to watch them too many times because usually I'm streaming something else while they're playing. But I think this is really going to be a showcase. I think I look forward to Lax Night every year. The level of competition there. I mean, you bring kids that have never seen that level of competitive box, and then it's an eye-opening experience.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a secret that we're making a real solid push here to continue to grow the Yeti brand. I mean, Lady Yeti and Junior Yeti alone, we brought in a flashy design. We've got great looking uniforms, but it's not just we look good and we're going to go out there with full benches and just hope for the best. I mean, we brought in some great talent. We recruited heavy, so both on the youth side and the women's side. So we do expect some pretty good stuff, and it's a real family oriented kind of event as well. I mean, we've got brothers and sisters playing between the Lady Yeti and the Junior Yeti. We've got Abby Dix has been playing with the Junior Yeti, but also with the Lady Yeti. So there's a real it's a real, like I said, kind of family affair. So it's real nice to see the ties, and it's helping us grow too. I mean, we've got kids from New Hampshire, Rochester, Buffalo, Albany. We've got some from Akwesasne, a couple from Ontario. So we really dug deep. We pulled a kid from Philly area. So we've got a pretty big roster, spread out, and that's great. And the reason we were able to pick them up is because Paul started this whole branding.
100%. And he was crazy
That's
enough
what
to
it's
go
all
with
about. I mean,
Yeti
that's what
Talks. I
it's all
mean,
about.
yeah, no, this has been an amazing experience. So, Paul, going into Laxnai, I mean, obviously, did you know what Laxnai was before it came to Utica? I did not.
I did. I did. As far as I was able to go down when it was down in Onondaga at I believe it was the very first year they had the field house open. So they were using the field, the outdoor rink and also the indoor rink. And I was there. I witnessed some incredible games. That's where Jimmy Fay and David Sikosi and actually I think Kyle Baker was playing with those guys. And kind of I'm like, this is pretty awesome. And at that point we were working up at the Tri-City fields and building our little mini heaven area, and it started to get some traction, and we put the boards up, and they sat around, not really used much. And from there then all of a sudden the pandemic came, and it closed down what happened at the Onondaga arenas.
Yeah, and it
And
used to be called Lasnai, right? So it
last
was
night,
Lacrosse
yeah,
All Stars, and then they changed it to Lacrosse North American Invitational
yeah,
yeah, the first year we started covering it.
yeah. And as far as from there, it was the first year of the Yeti, so that's what we rolled it right into, and picked up a 11th place position the first year, and was feeling pretty dapper and confident last year, and got reminded that you want to know what, you're just a little pea in a big pea of peas.
Big P of Peace.
As far as yeah, we're a little bean, not pea. I meant a little bean in the beans of lacrosse. And now all of a sudden, because of great work of Aaron and my captains and the coaches, and because of Greg Beecher and everything like that, the teamwork it's been awesome. It's been absolutely awesome, Greg. And getting to meet people of Scott and East. We had the world here, played Belgium, we played Germany, we
I
played
still the best goal I saw in Worlds was Neil Paulus scoring That was crazy. I'm so mad I didn't have my phone out to capture it because, like, I'm so happy I got to watch it because we just got done, packed all our stuff up, walked over, got to scream at Mario a little bit, and then watched Neil score in insane. Like, what he does at 50 years old, man, do I wish I could have watched him play when he was, a little bit younger because, wow, is he so much fun to still watch.
Smooth, silky smooth. That's for sure. And it's great that we have an opportunity for guys like Aaron and myself and you, to learn from legends of the game that are, Aaron's doing a great job with the heritage concept. We're going to definitely, continue that growth of spreading the love of the game the right way and how it was and what it is. It's more than just a game, and that's what. I'm excited because I know the two coaches that are running the junior program. They got their heads on and want to do it. Not just a good job, a great job. So I'm excited. It's great stuff, man. Incredible job, and also to the women's teams, getting them going. Charlie and Carly and Bobby Dix are doing a damn good job. Andy Farrell helping out on the websites and getting Aaron and myself and everybody adequated
So
to
everywhere you see Tri City is the women Yetis, I'm guessing, or the Yeti because it looks like
the
it's
Lady
yeah,
Yeti.
and
Yeah.
same with the U18 and 21. So as you're looking, are in the U15, as you're looking through the schedule, it says Tri City, but that is the U or the Utica Yeti, the junior Yeti essentially.
Junior Yeti and the Lady Yeti. Yep. And then there's obviously the when you get into the men's bracket, the Utica Yeti, and then of course Bang's in there as well. So there's a lot of representation being done inside uh, the
Starting
tournament
off
this
with
weekend.
more dudes too. I mean, that's in the North Bend, and then we go right into Utica Yeti, and you guys are playing the Pittsburgh Kings. So yeah, no, I'm excited. So that means the second Blue Squatch game at Laxnai is going to be the Utica Yeti. So always
Yeah.
great for us when we get a chance to get you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. As far as I believe, several of those players on the Pittsburgh Kings are members of the Seneca Serpents, so it'll be a it's going to be a great game. The whole tournament.
Yeah,
And
there
then we
is a
got
bunch of
Aqua
those
Saucy.
guys that are
Yeah,
hooked up with Woody and Cayuga, which does there was a lot of the Serpents guys there.
yes,
I'm wondering how it's going to work because a lot of those guys I figured would be playing for that Ganahonye Lakers team. So that's
it's going to be interesting.
Lax
Again,
rosters are crazy.
it's going to be ourselves alone. I think I got 7 guys that are not normally Utica Yeti. I've reached out guys that have played with us in different tournaments. I went through our rosters first, and we got the guys that wanted to play and were able to play and not banged up from whether it's worlds or whether it's still I know Jimmy's still feeling the prog bug a little bit as far as with the shoulder and stuff. So as far as we reached out and we made a solid 23-man roster with Sully and Mario holding the pipes for us. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Can't wait to Thursday night, 5 o'clock happen. And then obviously the 640 game. And then, can sit back, watch a little bit. And then Saturday or Friday morning, fire it all up and sit inside the suites, watch a lot of lacrosse
So
being played.
we
And
got you guys 2 games in a row. So Paul, explain this how Lax the format kind of works. Is it the same, Aaron? Do you know for the men's as it is for the U18? You play them, what is it, 10-minute running fours?
15 running for the men as far as that goes, but only 2 halves, 15-minute halves. You got a half an hour game to prove yourself. So
That's
it,
fast. That doesn't leave you a
it's
lot of
fast.
time for making
Oh,
mistakes or anything. You got to just, you know,
we got to get up
get and
and
go.
go. You got 23 guys. I know who I want to put involved, and Johnny's going to have his a couple says and everything, and we're going to make sure that we got the guys on the floor that need to be on the floor to make something happen quick and continuously for a half an hour. But I know Aaron's got a lot to say about the boys because from last
Yeah.
year, feature from last year to this year, it is there's a night and day difference as far as it's great to see. Like I said, the
These young men,
15U
though,
and
just getting them, how many practices and tournaments have you gotten these guys into? So, like, how many games have you guys had as Junior Yeti, and then you had the practice time?
So we've had 9 or 10 practices. We had a couple of really soft scrimmages, but total, I think we played three at each age group.
So I mean, that
When
alone,
we
and these kids getting a year older now. Plus, most of these guys, they aren't only box lacrosse athletes. You probably have, I'm guessing, a ton of hockey players, field players, and all kinds of.
Yeah, we do. That's kind of one of our biggest struggles is, this is, the very beginning of hockey season, late August all through September and going into October is when all these competitive teams have to get their Q games and their qualifying games for, their divisions. So whether they're a single A or double A or a triple A program right now before the high school season starts is when all these games take place. So anything on the weekends is really difficult, to include finding turf. So we've had to resort to, using indoor turf that doesn't have a box around it. It is what it is. Anywhere we can set up and put a crease down and just get some shots on goal and work some two-man game. We're doing it. So, but again, like even last night's scrimmage with the midget team versus the Yeti senior group, we only had a solid 2/3 of our team, and the 2/3 or that third that couldn't show up. It's a big impact for our roster. So, um, like I said, we put on a good, pretty good battle last night. We're really looking forward to this weekend because when we come in force, we're prepared, and I think we're going to have a really great showing this weekend. So, but there are a few things that as a junior program that we do target. One is we're definitely targeting helping these younger athletes get some visibility by other programs that they want to graduate into. Some schools looking at helping guys get recruited by school programs. So the point of Junior Yeti is to find success and spread this Yeti name, but it's to make sure that these kids get what they're targeting. So we're drawing the connection with other coaches. We're helping kids reach out and learn things and talk to other uh, junior college programs or even right now D3 programs. There's a couple coaches we have in our inner circle that we're utilizing to make contact with, try and get kids recruited and get them where they want to be. So that's the whole goal of that. But part of that too is if anybody wants to get involved, if we've got other players that are looking to get involved, just because our rosters are closed at the moment doesn't mean they don't reopen. So we've had a bunch of people reach out. Hey, is there room? We don't right now. Keep your ears open. Follow the social media. Tryouts are coming, and and that's the big thing. So just keep watching. Advertisements will come out. You'll see the dates.
Well, and like
Get in,
Paul
get
said, you
ready.
guys are going to kind of set up for each tournament, go, and then maybe do like a summer season. But basically, all these tournaments that pop up, it's going to be a show up, try out, who can make it to this group. Because, like you said, with these kids playing all these different sports, yeah, you might have missed this one, but hey, we might be 5 guys short on this one, or we might, and pretty much probably first come, first serve because it all depends. These tournaments blossom up, kind of out of nowhere, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. boxing circuit they're constantly pumping out, tournaments, and they're all over the place, and not just the Northeast. I mean, they're everywhere. So every opportunity, that U.S. boxing has to put out a tournament, if it's within our reach, we're going to get to it. We're going to put a team in. Like I said, we've got a group of coaches and a pretty big variety of players that come from different backgrounds that are ready to play. So yeah, absolutely. Expect to see Junior Yeti running around these U.S. boxes in the U.S. boxing circuit. Expect to see us down in Hudson Valley, going in New England and competing with all these other teams and programs in those tournaments. We'll be hosting too. Don't worry, Utica, or maybe even Oneida or Onondaga, wherever we get the turf time for it, we'll be hosting tournaments as well. So it's coming.
So how do you have time to play? Because I'm looking at the, Paul released the Yeti roster, and I see we still have Aaron Coleman running out. So how do you fit this all in and get yourself out there?
So it's a combination of well-balanced schedule and good dark roast black coffee. We get plenty of that in there, and we just kind of keep going. So we'll be running from Florida to field or as you were from the bench to the floor and back. So You might be showing up in uniform and standing at the bench, with rib pads still on. Who knows? But yeah, it's going to be cutting it close for some of these. We know that.
Yeah, it is it's kind of that whole, it takes a village. You've got all the guys. So, like Sparacino, I love seeing his name because when he first got involved, really he was big into wanting to help out. Thankfully, you decided to step up because one thing most people don't know is there's so many things that go with that GM spot that most people just don't understand. Lining up turf time is so much harder than people think, making sure all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, you've got your stuff. It's a very thankless job. I'm very glad I'm not a GM. I can say that. I enjoy my spot of just kind of sitting here talking to people, finding out the process, and going from there. It's impressive to see how much it's grown. Really, I mean, what is it? We're on year 4 of the Yeti, year 3 since Blue Squatch has been involved, and you've now got 4. Box teams rolling up into Laxnai. That's got to be a pretty cool feeling, Paul. I mean, how I don't know. How do you inspire so many people to just show up and you're like, you got your own gravity field. You just suck us all in.
I'm sorry. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but it's from the guys that taught me. The guys that I've learned the awesome medicine game that we play. Through Bobby Leary. Some of these guys that he's introduced me to, being around the Cam Bomberries and Brett Bucktoos and Gay Wash Schindlers, and hearing different stories and just being around them and putting smiles on kids' faces at camps, in years gone by, and then turning around and seeing the young men that are playing, from whether it's my son to, now he's interested in playing, to watching Aaron's son, from 3 years ago when little Aaron was running around, and now Aaron's becoming, a young man, and he's starting to say flex his muscle a little bit. You know what? When you put hard work in, great results come out of it. And to see some of these young men and young women put the hard work in, that's the smile I get. It's like, holy sugar. I didn't have this opportunity. Aaron was talking about it earlier, about being down at the JFK for the Silverhawks way back in the probably early mid 90s. It had to be. Probably 94, 95, 96, I'm guessing, in that area, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, right around there. Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
around
early
there.
90s for
And
sure.
yeah, and that was before social media and everything else. So if you weren't in that hub concept, you didn't know about it. And I never knew about it, because if I had the opportunity, I know myself, the way I played, I would have loved this sport, and it just sucks that father time does what it does, and we all get old. But that's a great thing, because you want to know what to be able to experience through you guys as kids and my kids, and watching Greg's daughter playing, and pretty soon hopefully she's a Lady Yeti someday, and that's the joy I get out of it, just watching it grow. And like I said, it's more than just the game, the history of the area, especially now being able to with great work by Greg, and with Greg, but also with Aaron, reaching out to the Oneida Nation, and them being very gracious. And we're truly thankful, and we want to spread the game the right way, as they would want it being taught. So that's what I'm excited about, is seeing all that happen. And then, of course, it's coming to Utica, man. That's what
Everything's in Utica. We're making armor mesh athletes in Utica. OJ the Dude is a armor mesh athlete now because of all the stuff that happens in Utica. He just had sent me a message. I saw it was ahead. I don't have time to actually listen to it, but I did see this post today. This is OJ. I mean, this is I don't know. It's amazing the way it goes around. So getting to watch Aaron's kid out there when you guys were playing in Rome, though, and to see, because at his age, they grow so fast. He's
so
pretty
quick.
much the same age as my son, and to just watch Jared was out there with us doing all that stuff, and now he's doing his own thing, running the 3D printer on his own while I'm sitting here trying to run a live. It's tough to watch him get old, I'll tell you that.
It's not tough. It's awesome, Greg. You want to know what? I'm thankful, because I know I've had many friends that haven't made it to this stage, just because that's the way life is, and some of us get the the roll of the dice a lot, and some of us crap out, and we don't get that opportunity, and we've had the opportunity. So very thankful for everything that transpires. There's no question. Meeting guys
That's a
like
Mountain
Juice.
Dew head that the Juice was just
That's
sending you.
the
So
yeah,
that's a Mountain Dew head. He'll send it to you on Instagram. It's got the bubbles
there it
on the
is right
top.
there. It's got the
He
bubbles on
said
it and
because he
everything.
said Noecker, I'm sure would want to see it. So I was like,
I
well, I
love
wonder
it.
what it
That
is, and
is
I had to look. I
that
was
is
like,
awesome.
okay, yeah, he's 100% right because nobody drinks Mountain Dew like you and him. So I pick him up, and the first thing we do, he stops at the rest area, and he's like, oh, you guys got all the best Mountain Dew flavors, and I was like, I didn't really know there was multiple. I knew we had red and green. I thought that was pretty much it, and you had to go to Taco Bell to get the other one.
Oh, it's
Hey,
crazy.
so I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I got to get on the road here, but pay attention for Junior Yeti tryouts again. We're not just going to be concrete to Utica. We're going to be holding a tryout in Syracuse as well. So we want to see, everybody we can that has the ability to come out and compete at the highest level. Border Wars, we're looking for the best of the best here. So for that 25, 26 graduate team. So
Stay tuned for
keep
the
your ears
Border
open.
Wars. Yeah, they do exist, and
Correct.
make sure you hit them up on all the social medias. Make sure you're following them, and that's where you're going to get the best information. Stay up to date. We will also be having probably right before all the tournaments and stuff. We should probably do it when we're announcing them too. So when you open tryouts, we'll have to have you come on for that one. But then
Absolutely.
post tournaments, I think we're going to try to make sure we do one of the wrap ups with. Gonna have to have somebody from the Lady Yeti, and then we've got the Junior Yeti and Paul obviously with the Senior Yeti, because I think that is awesome. I love watching it grow. But thanks so much, Aaron, for taking the time. Thanks for all you do with the Junior Yeti program, and good luck to you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a few days there, Greg.
Awesome job, Aaron. Thank you,
Yep.
brother.
Thanks, boys. Yep. See you, Paul.
Play Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti.
He's gone. He was good, man. He knew he just bing bang boom. He took care of it. He was like, all right, I'm out. I was gonna
Yeti
switch to the
Nation.
commercial, but
Yeti Nation. Wow, Greg, that's what I'm talking about right there. You want to know what? I've been blessed with people falling into the right places at the right time, and I can't say thank you enough to all you guys that are, thank you, Lord, thank you, Creator, thank you, everybody for making this dream a incredible ride, because wow, as you say, my friend.
that's
Wow,
right.
wow,
Oh my
wow.
goodness, we are all incredibly lucky just to be a part of it all and to be able to be privileged to watch as much of this as we can. Thank you very much to everybody in the Onondaga Nation. They have been amazing. Let's wrap this one up, Paul, because we're not even in our busy season really yet.
We're not
Because
even in it.
and we're
It's
still doing
crazy.
45-minute shows every night just talking about this. This is awesome. I do love it. But huge shout out to I would really like to thank everybody in Onondaga, Ron Kogan especially, reaching out, getting us hooked up, really going out on a limb, and kind of getting us out there. So I can
Yeah.
definitely say, happy Indigenous Peoples Day, and I really am honored to know all the Indigenous people that I know, because that's why we're here. Blue
And I
Squatch would
think
not be doing a lot of what we're doing without this. So, yes, thank you very much
absolutely.
to all of you. Thank you very much, Paul Noecker, for all you do.
Hey, Yeti Nation. Next week we got Lax Night completed. Tune in.
Link in the description for Lax and I. Have a good week. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Where the beef's at? Where the hay's at? Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in. Say hello to Jimbo. Check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic, maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery, Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Branches Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B Dry System, water issues in your basement, on your property, Contact Brandon at Be Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape. Make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables. What the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables. Built for your needs. CBI Cables. Plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin B.